You have to be at the center. Yes. Come to the Senate. You have to be here, not at the stage. How can you push a member of parliament?
Why are you pushing?
You should be arrested.
For what? Which member of parliament? What is the member of parliament?
Citizens are arrested. Look at the constitution. He's a suspect. Unanijibu kama nani? Beba hiyo misi aende huko. These are the crooks.
You can't play with Samburu County. You have to be fair across the whole country. Hakuna kitu nasema. No, we have to be fair. Both houses and the governors have to be fair. You can't honorable man arrest a fellow colleague. He has a right to come to parliament. He's a former member of parliament. Is parliament restricted from other people? Even Gen Zs went into this parliament. It's not a private house, it's a public office.
Senator Fernande, I'm speaking. In the meantime, I will order the Sergeant-at-Arms to escort the Governor for Samburu, if he's still within the precincts of Parliament, to the nearest police station. And order.
Honorable Speaker, there is a matter of great concern to the members of this House that we had brought to your attention. Perhaps we could address it while the transgressors are still around, because as we speak, they might finish what they are doing and just take off. Very disrespectful to this House, Honorable Speaker. So, should I say something or you will guide us?
What exactly this matter that you brought to my attention?
Mr. Speaker, you know there is a spectacle that we witnessed yesterday in the precincts of Parliament. When I was elected to this House, I was guided that there are rules of admission to Parliament. Speaker, when our clerk, on behalf of our committees, writes to governors to appear before a committee of this House, they are told to appear on a specific day before a specific committee. There is a specific room and for a specific mission. That invitation by the clerk is not for the governor to pick a time and place of choosing and come and have tea in the office of the clerk. Speaker, yesterday I saw the governor of Nairobi here, and whilst I respect him as a former senator, what we witnessed yesterday was an abomination, Honorable Speaker, and I feel like as a House, we have to address this matter. You see, Speaker, even if you go to the rules, there are school children who come here every day. All these school children have a pass. They have been admitted to Parliament by the Speaker and by the administration of the Senate. How is it possible that people can just decide to come, enter the precincts of the Senate, take pictures, address the media out there saying, oh, you are looking for me, now I am here? Honorable Speaker, I think we need to put a stop to this circus. We are a serious House. We are a serious institution. We must be respected. So even this afternoon, there is a governor who has been, is the subject of a warrant of arrest. And the warrant of arrest was very specific. The IG of police told us as a committee of the Public Accounts Committee, give me a day on which you want me to produce this governor before you. The order is to produce the governor before a specific committee of this House on a specific day. Is it in order? Is it in order, Speaker? Is it in order,
Yes,
Speaker,
conclude.
for the governor of Samburu to arrange to have media waiting for him at the gate of the Senate, at the parking of the Senate, pig a lap there, out there, and then address the media from the precincts of Parliament, saying, those people who were looking for me, I am now here. Honorable Speaker, even for us, we don't address the press here. You directed us that if we have press conferences like we did this morning, we go to the press room. What sort of disrespect is this, Honorable Speaker? And as a person who's supposed to defend this House, I want you to stand very firmly and kick these characters out of Parliament who have no business being here today. He must come to this House before a specific committee on a specific day for specific business. I have just familiarized myself with Rule 3, Honorable Speaker, that in fact, a senior member or a senior member of government, a senior government official, can be allowed to come, but only when in line with his duties. Not to come and dramatize things here. We are a serious institution, Speaker. At this rate, I think that we are being taken for a circus. Thank you, Speaker.
God rest them in peace, in eternal peace. I had nothing else. I was just walking, and I say again, I had nothing else. I was just walking outside to go back home because I was done with the Senate completely, with the clerk. Then outside the Senate, not inside, outside the parliamentary compound, I was met by all these people from the press. Then they told me to address them, just like the way Sakaja did yesterday. Nothing much. At a personal level, I was not even interested with addressing the media, but the media caught me when I was outside Parliament. And I want to confirm that I was outside Parliament. And when I was addressing the media, 3 senators, Sifuna, this one from Gori, and this other one from Kisi. I think there are 4. There was also one from Kambani. Came and started assaulting me. And I want the people of the press, because everything was live, to tell Kenyans the truth. I wasn't even facing Parliament. I was facing the other side, so I could not even see them coming. So they started assaulting me from the back. They're cowards. They should have come in front to fight people in front. So I was addressing the media, looking at the cameras, and they started hitting me from behind. That is when I turned, not sure what was happening. Then I was told, why are you hitting me? Then they told me, and those things are on camera. The media houses can confirm. They are all in camera. And I want the Speaker of the Senate to look at everything fairly, because we are all citizens of Kenya. There is no way I can fight from behind. There is no way. I don't have eyes at my back. I didn't even know that senators were coming. Those 3 goons, because they are goons. I want to say they are goons. Today, they have destroyed completely the reputation of the Senate. There is nothing wrong for a governor to address the media outside the premises of Parliament. And that's what I was doing. And everything is on camera. So when I turned back, that's when I realized these people were assaulting me. I was even friendly. I told them, what's wrong? They told me we want to go to Parliament so that we can talk to you. So they said, why are you assaulting me then? Then we were walking. I thought we were just going to have a conversation, a cup of tea with them in Parliament, because I was already done with the Senate. I realized that these people were not for any good when one of them from that Sifuna stupid guy touched my body. And I told him, don't touch my body. Why are you touching me? And that's when I decided to leave. I want Kenyans today to watch those videos from beginning to the end and make your own judgment of the people who we call extortionists like Sifuna. What was wrong of me making a statement? I didn't even mention his name. I didn't mention anybody's name. And I didn't ask for a press conference. It is the people of the press who had asked me to make a press conference. So today, this evening, I want to ask all Kenyans to look at the videos of today so that you can get to know the kind of people like Sifuna who are representing our people for the Senate. Not all senators. I want to thank the institution of the Senate completely, because everything that happened outside was all good. I had presented my letters, I had presented everything, and I think even the clerk was satisfied with almost everything. His last word to me was, "We'll present my papers to the committee and we'll move forward with what the committee said."
Are you filing any?
I'm coming there. How the senators came to attack me outside Parliament is something that all Kenyans must look at. We must look at as all Kenyans. Because what is the point of attacking a governor who's already walked out of the Senate, outside the Senate council? And I want to say this. I'm going to the police station now to file a case, and there is enough evidence from the cameras on how these people attacked me from behind. That is one. I want also Kenyans to make judgments on what those 3 goons did today. It is that those 3 goons do not represent the Senate of Kenya. That is not the Senate of Kenya. I know other senators are good senators, civilized people. Hiyo ilikuwa ni mtoto wa mwisho. Sijaona ujinga kama. And this thing must come out for all Kenyans to see. I have to report the assault to the police because that's what it's required.
Other than the police,
I will report to the police.
File any complaint to the Senate leadership?
I will not file any complaint to the Senate leadership because everything is in cameras for the speaker, for the clerk to see. I leave that to them. But this is what I will do. I will never go to the Senate again until my life is guaranteed. Because my life is in danger. And that thing is in you can see it on live TV. I was attacked. So the speaker has to guarantee me safety for me to ever step in the Senate. Without that, I will not go. And I think I'm going to obtain a court order on the Senate. At a personal level, I want to ask those guys, men don't fight from behind. Me, I'm a man, enough. Apart from being a governor, I believe in myself that there is nothing that can scare me in this world. If you guys really wanted a fight, you should not have done that as senators, because you're destroying the reputation of the Senate. You should just look for me. I walk around Nairobi, restaurants, even at night. Just call me, I'll let you where I am. And we can square this thing as men. That I'm able. But I will not do that in front of the Senate of Kenya, because I respect the Senate. That is an institution of the Republic of Kenya that I will not want to place a bad name. That I want to do. But I'm ready to face Sifuna and the rest. 3 of you. I don't even need 1. I need 3 of you by myself outside the Senate. Look for me away from the Senate. Let us not put a bad name on our Senate. That one I won't allow. Today, what we did is unforgivable. But I ask you guys to move out of the Senate. Look for me. I'm going to have to stay somewhere else. If that's what you want, let's do it outside the Senate of Kenya. The Senate of Kenya is a sacred place. It is for people who are mature. It is for people who represent the Republic of Kenya. It is for people who have all good for the Kenyan people. It's not a place to fight. And I don't want to fight in the Senate. No. But that one doesn't take the fact that I'm a man. If that is all you need, don't come 1, come the 3 of you. I'll deal with it.
You know, Honorable Speaker, the majority leader had requested me and a small group of senators to proceed to the place where the governor for Samburu was addressing the press, so that we can escort him into the precincts of Parliament, our offices here, put him somewhere. Please, Honorable Speaker, I would not like to be heckled this afternoon. I'm in a foul mood.
Tahazana, may the Senator for Nairobi City County be heard in silence. You'll have your moment.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Speaker, the reason I am saying I'm in a foul mood, I've actually been assaulted at the gate there, and I was going to get there. Mr. Speaker, when we arrived there, we found the governor of Samburu actually speaking to the press. And because you had asked that the sergeant at arms escort him to the police station, the sergeant at arms was already there. And Honorable Speaker, as honorable members, we asked him to walk with us into Parliament so that he can be taken where you had ordered him to be taken. One of his goons, Honorable Speaker, grabbed me by my coat. I don't say it's an expensive suit, but now it's ruined, Honorable Speaker. And were it not for Senator Eddie, I think I would have been found myself in a very difficult situation. Speaker, what we are saying is this. I think we need to stop making a mockery of this House. We need to stop making a mockery of devolution. We need to stop making a mockery of the processes that are constitutionally, required to be done. So, Majority Leader, I am asking myself, I personally am happy. I'm happy that I saw a letter from the governor of Nairobi saying he is now prepared to appear before the Committee of Public Accounts. But, Honorable Speaker, this decision not to appear before a specific committee of this House is a collegiate decision by the Council of Governors. And that is why I like what the Senator for Meru has said, that this is no longer about our individual counties. One of the things that I agree with the chair of the Council of Governors, the governor for Wajir, when he spoke yesterday, he said, in fact, the oversight mandate of this House is not upon individual governors. I, as a senator for Nairobi, it is not only me who is expected to oversight Nairobi. The governor of Meru, the governor of Meru, the governor of Samburu is also subject to my oversight as a member of this House. But where we differ is that the responsibility to account for money is an individual responsibility for them. My responsibility is to account to the people of Nairobi how I have been able to execute the mandate they gave me at the ballot. Honorable Speaker, the people of Nairobi have seen that I have exhausted everything, every single tool, including sending the IG of police to present my governor before the committee so that we can have conversations about those matters that we were highlighting yesterday. Speaker, when you talk about 21 billion shillings, that this House, not Sifuna, this House gives Nairobi 21 billion Kenya shillings. If the senator of Bungoma sitting in a committee cannot ask Sakaja questions about utilization of that resources, then how will I be able to convince you next time that you need to support me for more resources for Nairobi? So what we are saying is this. I think, honestly speaking, what is required now is some level of sobriety, some level of maturity, not from this House, but from the Council of Governors. We have had enough. You cannot subject this House to the sort of ridicule that we are seeing, that you come, you know very well, you are invited to a specific committee at a specific time, at a specific date, to discuss a specific matter. Then you bring a battery of journalists out here to tell them I am here and these people, there's nothing even I'm doing here. There's no one has asked me any question. That is not how we are supposed to relate. And intergovernmental relations are not supposed to be this acrimonious. So, Honorable Majority Leader, you have said you wanted to hear our wisdom. I am also saying, as the Senator of Nairobi, I am willing to say, let us drop that business of today so that we can be able to sort out all these problems. And Mr. Speaker, I just want finally to remind everyone that this House has not been intransigent in this impasse. In fact, I remember the Speaker of this House directing the Council of Governors that we are prepared to have a meeting as the leadership of this House with the leadership of the Council of Governors to iron out any concerns that they have. And the only condition was you cannot suspend a constitutional provision. All they needed to do is to attend those meetings for that week, and then we would have the meeting. But, Honorable Speaker, we cannot countenance a situation where somebody sitting somewhere can suspend a constitutional imperative. It is something we cannot do. So, I am hoping that the other governors will follow. And I've spoken to the chair of the County Public Accounts. I don't see him in the House today, but he's on his way. The vice chair is here. We are ready to issue a schedule as soon as tomorrow for people to come and account for the monies that they have done what? They have been given as county governors. And immediately that process is going on, we can come to this house and say, now as the leadership, if they want to sit with you, the speaker, if they don't like Sifuna's face, it's fine. This is not about Sifuna. And I have said and I've repeated here, there is no senator here who cannot do the job that Sifuna does. That's the reason why all of us were elected here. So if Sifuna's face at County Public Accounts Committee is somewhat unpleasant, we can try Senator Mundiki's face. I don't have a problem. Let us try Senator Joyce Korir. If they think Senator Joyce Korir will not ask about money being taken from Kipes to go and throw a bash for borders, they are very mistaken. If they think Senator Korir will allow them to withdraw money from the county coffers so that they can throw a housewarming party like they did in Vihiga, it is not going to be possible. Mr. Speaker, can you imagine? They say we embarrass them there. A governor comes and his records are so bad that when he is asked to read them, he says he has forgotten his glasses at home because he knows if he reads that thing, he's going to be so ridiculous. Speaker, who is embarrassing who? Who is embarrassing who? This house only operates on two things, two reports. The report from the Auditor General is brought to us and the responses from the governors. Your responses are so bad, you are embarrassed to read them. But somehow, Sifuna is the problem. So, Speaker, I agree with my colleagues who are saying...
Sifuna, would you wish to be informed?
By all means, this is Anjuri Ncheke, Elder. He has some information.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You know, Mr. Speaker, Senator for Nairobi is my good friend. And what has happened before that, the first yesterday, the report, the CPK report, the CPAC report has already departed from those committees. That report is now in this house, Mr. Speaker. So I want my friend, Senator for Nairobi, Senator Sifuna. Already the reports are property of the Senate. They have already departed from the committees. So, Mr. Speaker, what we need to do is to discuss these reports now as the Senate. As the Senate. Whatever we want to do with them, whatever we want to do with the governors, they should appear now before the Senate. They have already left the committees, Mr. Speaker. And if any governor should appear here the way CSCs appear before us, so that we can also interrogate them, we can be able, especially the 29, just a minute, especially the 29 governors who have really shown us the middle finger. We really need to deal with them perpendicularly, Honorable Speaker.
Senator for Nairobi City County, conclude your thoughts, please.
I wanted to conclude, Speaker, by saying that I agree with what the Senator of Meru is suggesting. And in fact, it will be good for the whole country. It will be good for the whole country to see for themselves the sort of amazing things that we are told in County Public Accounts Committee. When you ask somebody to show you what they utilized money on and they tell you that they gave supplements to wild animals who are being given special food, and there's children in this country going hungry, I want them to stand there and be live on all media stations and say those things. Let us see if Sifuna is the problem. Let us see if Sifuna is the problem. So, Speaker, I want to very strongly say.
Order, Senator Fonanle.
I want to say, let us drop this business. We are amenable as a committee. None of this business is the property of any committee. It's the property of the House. So let us adopt the position that has been taken. But until we clear those 29, there is no single coin we are going to vote for to go to the counties. Thank you.
Senator Wakoli.